friends, and welcome to another episode of Momix. I'm your girl Momo. I do DIYs, upcycles, and sewing projects. And today I'm going to show you how to thread this Juki DDL-8700 machine. This is the industrial machine, and I recently bought it, and I had a lot of trouble understanding how to thread it because it's so complicated and different from the home machines. And it took me a while to figure it out, so I want to make it easy for you. And I'm going to show you a close-up of all the different routing points and the hooks and the little doodads that the thread goes through. So hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications, and let's get started. So let's first talk about the cone holders. This machine has two cone holders. So the left one I keep for a bobbin winder, which is right here, and the left one I usually keep for threading the machine. You're gonna have the thread pass through this eyelet hole up here, and you're going to thread it back to front. You come to the first tension disc. The first tension disc is a shaft that has a hole at the bottom and a small tension disc at the top. So the thread from the cone and the eyelet hole is going to pass through the hole at the bottom first. It's going to come from the back to the front. So you're going to thread from back to front, bring it out, and then pass it between the tension discs from right to left. Next, we're going to move on to this hook right over here. This hook has two holes, the top hole and the bottom hole. The thread from the tension disc over here is going to come and be threaded from right to left. Then you're going to bring it over. The bottom hole is threaded right to left. Again, this was weird for me coming from a domestic machine because I had never seen this kind of threading before. Apparently in the industrial machine this is how threading is done. So again, this top hook, thread right to left, bring the thread over to right to left again. From here the thread will route to this hook before the tension disc. This is to line up the thread to enter the two discs up here. This tension disc is pretty similar to the domestic machine. The thread routing for this is right to left, and then there is a catch hook over here that the thread will go through. So you will bring the thread between the discs, pull it up and over this little hook. Then the thread will come down to this hook over here. This is again a routing hook. You cannot lift it or move the position or turn it. You just guide the thread under it. Then the thread goes up and it goes to this up and down arm. This hole needs to be threaded from right to left, as in the domestic machines as well. You will bring the thread up from this bottom hook, bring it up here, thread it right to left. Then you guide the thread through this guide hook. Again, this is a stationary hook. It is just align it with the needle shaft. Then the thread goes to needle shaft. So here you can see that there is a wire hook. This is a movable hook. When I got the machine, it was in the backwards position, but I like to keep it moved to the front so that my thread can go through it and line up to this little hole on the needle shaft. So this little hole on the needle shaft is something new for me because I have not seen anything like this on the domestic sewing machine. But you are going to bring the thread from here, pass it underneath the wire hook, and thread this hole outside to inside. This is the last threading point for the Juki 8700, and you're going to thread the thread into the needle. So the problem with this is that the needle is actually threaded left to right, which is for me very difficult because I'm right-handed, and then there's this needle guard that's in the way. The needle hole is pretty much at the same level as the needle guard, so it's quite difficult. The thread has to go from left to right. So for this, I keep my trusty needle threader right next to my machine over here, so it's easy for me. So I just use this. once you've successfully completed the threading, you don't have to do it all over and over again. So I'm going to show you a very simple way of doing that. So first of all, let's swap out the cone. So this is the cone that I don't want, and I want to switch to the white thread. So I'm just gonna cut this thread over here, and then I'm going to place my white cone over here, and I'm going to tie these two threads together. There you go. I tied a knot between the two threads, and I'm gonna come here, remove the thread from the needle, pull the thread, and you can see the knot is gonna come through. Just keep pulling, and the knot is going to pass through each of the holes, through the tension discs of the shaft, down here through this hole, and there you have it. Trim the thread to the length that I want. See how easy is that? So there you have it. This is how you thread Juki DDL-8700 machine for the first time, and all the subsequent times you don't have to do it all over again. You just tie the knot, pull it through, thread the needle, and you're done. It's simple as that. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Please hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any notifications. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you in the next one.